Hello and welcome to another episode of Geekly Game Lab. Today we're going to look at Fantasy Grounds. I am Tim, and joined with me today is...
Michael.
Hello, Michael.
Hello, sir.
How about this? Would you like to enter into a fantasy ground?
I have been fantasizing about it all day.
Yes. Okay, so how best to tell you about this product?
Hey, Tim.
What?
I like D&D.
Oh, you know what? I've been known to play D&D.
But you know what?
What?
It's so hard.
Oh my god, it's so hard. Let's say you want to roll 20 d20s. How would you even do it? It'd take 20 hours.
I don't have 20. I've got like one. I have one D20 in my house.
Michael, you dumb frick. I just right-clicked on this 20 and did D20 and said 20, and I rolled it. Look at that.
What?
246. I killed a monster.
It melted.
Yeah. So this is less of a game and more of a tool, which is kind of an interesting thing to deal with, I suppose. So it's kind of like a beefy roll 20 to compare it.
Right, if you're familiar with such a thing.
Right, and it is a little weird because since it's not a game, you're not saying, well, Call of Duty, I don't like Call of Duty as much as like Battlefield, therefore I never play Call of Duty. This is kind of like, your party probably wants to pick one or the other, right? Right. So, the issue with, let me just start off with sort of some caveats, but Fantasy Grounds can be a little confusing and daunting. So
there is definitely a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I am still on that curve.
Right. So it's weird right now because you are just viewing my screen because there's a learning curve and there's kind of a financial curve. I don't want to be a rude boy and say, this must cost blah, blah, blah. But it's something to think about. I think maybe with time and maybe, how you say, I don't know, like just fiddling around will get easier. But right now it's kind of like, oh, this is a lot of money. It's confusing. But it's still so beefy that it fills my heart with wonder in all the best way.
So really, it lets you play. It streamlines, lets you play over the internet or just while you're sitting around a table, and does a lot of stuff for you.
Yeah, can I take you on a baby tour of why this thing is kind of bad ASS's heck?
Should we? Okay. Well, why don't we'll come back around to the money thing because I think it is expensive, but it's also not expensive when comparing it to other things. So
okay. Well, how about say it now?
We'll get back to that.
Say it now. Say it now.
So let's say if you've got D&D Insider, right?
I do.
How much is it a month? It's like $9 a month.
It's something like that. I haven't really looked, which is probably foolish.
Yeah, no, it's not. You're not good with your money. So that you're paying that every month forever.
Yep.
And I'm paying it every month forever.
Yep.
And together we've definitely paid more than $140.
I can't even imagine how much it is.
Let's say that other people we know weren't garbage people and had their own D&D Insider. Just multiply it by a full party, and that's a ton of money.
That's a ton of money, for sure.
This, if one person buys the like ridiculously priced $140 version,
right?
They're the only ones who need it, and then anyone they want to come play with them can come play with them.
Right, and so yeah, we haven't tested out the demo version, so we don't know if because like one thing is what the DM may have to create the character for you under his account, but then he can just export it to you, lickety splickety easy, and then bing bang boom.
The videos I saw, they would log in and they would like claim their character.
Interesting. So yeah, that is like that's an easy way to do it. It's not like as horrific as it could be because you know. If each module costs a certain amount of money, then you don't have to specifically go, hey, all you nerds buy all of them. So that's one way around it.
Right. And also, I mean, you can also just buy the $40 version and do, which is what we're looking at right now.
Yeah. It's the $40 version with like a lot of extra stuff.
Right.
So like different modules. So
right. So yeah. So I mean, so even that, I mean, if you get that's 4 months of D&D Insider. And if you are a person who does this stuff, guess what? You're going to be doing it 4 months from now.
Exactly, because I've had D&D Insider for like 4 years.
It's been forever.
Oh my god. Okay, so all right, let me take you on a small tour of why some of this stuff is so awesome. So one, D&D Insider doesn't help you make a 5th edition character, right?
Yeah, only 4E.
4E. So let's say, this is my template, Lord Titus Harper, 5th edition version. So when you kind of go through, you're like, hey, you know what? What is he? I click here. Hey, he's a human. I click that. See that little dragon guy right there?
Mm-hmm.
This is I've already gone through and kind of done it.
What are human?
What are human? So you can if you have your character sheet open, you're like, oh frick, what does a noble give me? You just open up real quick, gives you all that stuff there. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool.
Let me show you sort of the opposite. Meaning, how do we get it in there? So here I am opening up the player's handbook, the Lux. So let's say I want to change Harper from not a noble to something else. So he's no longer noble. Let's go to player's handbook. And now I'm going to click on backgrounds right here. Oh, look, all these backgrounds open up. Wow. Well, maybe that old Harper is a hermit.
He will be if he doesn't start treating people more nicely.
How dare you? Did you see what I just did?
Yeah, you dragged it in there, and now it's just there. Is that your brain exploding? I can't see you.
Oh, yeah. My camera's off. So, yeah, it's just like, that's awesome. There's no way around how much easier that is to be like, all right, I don't want to be human anymore. Let's not do that. I want to be...
I say that like every day.
Well, I don't even want to. Why does this happen? All right, so here's my races. Harper is now a Dragonborn, right? So I dragged that over, and you saw my strength changed. Yeah. What else? Oh, cool.
Con changed, I think.
Yeah, con, whatever. So yeah, you can, and then you can go down here. Ability score increase. Your strength score increases by 2, and your charisma score increases by 1. And that happened.
Right.
So you could, if you want to mix and match, you can like pick and choose. So I don't really know how old Harper is right now. So let's see. Where's my age? Right here. So I can just drag my age, put it in there. Well, that didn't work. Oh, I gotta click it. All these things, some of these dragon faces, you can. Jennifer started cooking onions. Jennifer, are you cooking onions?
Are you crying? Tim, don't cry.
I mean, Jennifer's definitely just cooking onions. Not me being like, look how easy this is. But yeah, when you have this dragonborn thing here, you can just click it from your, like here I click out of the races. But I'm like, oh, what does my Dragonborn do? Click it. Boom. And then if you're wondering, what's my speed again? Your base speed is 30 feet. All right. Well, that's my breath weapon.
Like what gives you a range of what Dragonborns normally are.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So how about that? So like you, as a DM, you're like, oh, I want to meet another Dragonborn. Like, well, I don't know, man, whatever. Or if one of your characters, like I just pulled up the alignment tab. It's like, Dragonborn tend to be extremes, making conscious choices for one side or the other in cosmic war between good and evil. So yeah, if they make something that's not that, you can like sprout that at them. And they're like, what are you even saying right now? But yeah, so now...
So it's a resource on top of a resource, on top of a resource.
On top of a resource. And what I have right here, this is the digital version of the PDF, right? Mm-hmm. So this is just the 5th edition Player's Handbook. Mm-hmm. So... let's say, all right, I want to give Harper, new Harper, okay, here's my actions, right? Here's my spells, right? Mm-hmm. I can say, whoops. Oh, I can just, wait, sorry. Sometimes it's like things are different for the DM versus like the actual person. Right. So you can kind of be like, what I did there is I linked basically text to someone. So if they're like, what just happened? I'm like, oh yeah, I said Ray of Frost. So now it's like kind of to keep a track of it. Mm-hmm. Also with spells, let's see, Ray of Frost here. You can click it. It's just like, it can tells you exactly how you do it. Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
Yeah. There's also a way to cast it. I don't know how to do that yet.
I think yeah, I think you have to have like a monster that you can like drag it onto kind of thing.
Okay.
That's what
Yes.
in the video I was watching. That what
Yeah.
that of a person who understood it more than me.
Yeah. Let's again put it out there. We're not as how you say in depth as we could be because
Right.
yeah, it's tough. But and when we're not using it over and over again.
I think it's good for somebody who's thinking about buying this because get ready, hold on to your butt,
Hold on to your butts. All right.
because you're not just going to jump in and be like click click click, oh done.
Exactly. So here I am. I just brought up my dude. All right. So here, do you see this?
I see it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, this is Cragmaw Castle.
It's fun.
I opened up the player thing,
Mhm.
and so here's Harper right here. He's just chilling. It kind of gives him his tiny range. It kind of gives him whatever. And now you can kind of do different things. As the DM, I can change the visibility. I can do that. I can do this. And there's so many things you can do. Like, let's see right here. You can kind of to select people. You can hide things. You can just do this like giant erase bit. If you're like, I don't want 4 goblins. Let's get rid of it, which is nice. See, let me show you more of.
Can you put a monster in there?
For you, how about this?
Oh, look at that.
Do you want a wraith?
Yeah, I want a wraith.
Yeah, how about this? Let me give you a wraith. I think I just dragged this here. No, I can't. I have to do it a different way. But it's easy. I can show you how. All right. NPCs. And here's my encounters. So, like, let's say I have tons of encounters loaded up. Right now, I don't. But I can go to it. So what I did here is I clicked encounters.
Mm-hmm.
It opened up this encounter pane. Mm-hmm. And now it's, because this is Lost Mines of Fandelver or whatever. Mm-hmm. And if you click it, it has each of the parts. This is, bam, bam. So, Thrifty, you approach the Cragmaw Castle, and you are just dumb. You're like, I'm gonna walk through this rubble. I'm like, it's difficult terrain.
Level 1 sorcerer.
I'm a level 1. Let's do this.
By myself.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. So, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can click the thing, and it opens it up, and this gives you the Whoa. Okay, so that gave me.
That's what you want.
Okay, I just figured it out again. You see what I did there? I clicked the down button, and it gave me basically a combat order, which is kind of rad as heck. And I can, of course, change things and whatever. If I want this person to be, let's say I want him to be neutral. For some reason, Goblin 2, no thank you, sir. Yeah. So let's see.
So if you click on Harpy there, doesn't he have stuff he can do?
Yeah, he does.
Like, where?
Oh, it's here. No, it's not. It's not there.
What? Where his?
So I can click sword, and then, well, actually, let me get the tokens on. So it's like 4 tokens. Here you go. For you, anything. So as you're sitting there, 4 goblins just come out of nowhere. Why would you not check for goblins?
Roll for goblins.
Roll for old Gubby. So, yeah, there's tons of things you can do with that. And the fact that it's like automatically brings it up, it's like, oh, heck yes. But then you also have the PDF of Lost Mines of Fandelver.
Module kind of thing.
Yeah, so let me see. Let me find that. Yeah, sometimes you have to be like, where am I? All right, so encounters. And it has it right here, Goblin Ambush. Oh, wait, that's not right. Wait, what do I do?
There's so much.
So much. I thought it was like you click it. It's part 1. Oops. I just gave you. Oh, you're fighting so many goblins right now. I hope you're not upset by that. Clicking bad. I'm sorry. Stop yelling at me, everyone. Story. Here it is. Got it. Sorry. Stop yelling at me. All right. So here it is. This is Goblin Ambush.
There you go.
Right here. See, I just had to click at the right area.
You've been on the Trillboard Trail for about half a day. That was my DM voice.
Yeah. So this is actually the better way to do it. I did it the dumb way. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me?
This time.
Thank you. So here you are. You're just going through each thing. Index, part 1, goblin. Whoops. Goblin. What am I? Index, part 1. It's goblin. Oh, it's the index. I'm an idiot. It's an index. Goblin arrows. I was like, why does he keep bringing me this index? Ugh. So it's like, yeah, you have a little bit of flavor text for you. You can drag. See this here, that little quote bubble?
Right.
Drag it on in here. Oh man. It gets cluttered pretty quickly.
This is okay. So this is one thing that I feel like it needs. Like right now we're in Google Hangout.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Yeah.
There isn't like video and audio support, right?
Not that I've seen, but
Yeah.
again.
So like you would need to run Google Hangout at the same time and save the stuff. I guess if you were really had so much social anxiety, you could play it and just drag the text into the screen over here and not say it out loud to another human being.
50, I said this to you. I said, in the city never went a dwarf named Gwydion. Yeah. So you can do that instead of straight up whatever. Or you could just read it. But if you don't, like sometimes there's there's like a trap. It's like the trap looks like, or the runes look like this. It's like, dude, I don't want you to keep saying it. Just tell me.
Yeah. And that's definitely interesting and useful. Go back to the encounter thing because so the other thing I guess is all the stuff happens over in that little window on the left.
Yeah, that's like the chat panel.
Right, but then that's also where like the dice can get rolled and stuff. Can you open up a goblin and see if they? Ooh, it's round 1. Oh, so it's like your turn right now.
Yeah.
There's a thing somewhere that will show you your powers.
I'm sure it's just when I'm not pressing the right button. Traits, attack, actions. No, no. What? Maybe I didn't load it right. I don't know.
Can you go to a goblin?
Yeah.
Be broken.
Yeah, here they are. Scimitar, short sword.
So you can literally go over to where it says short bow and just drag it onto Harper, onto your green area.
Do you think
just any part, just like the text actually?
Oops.
I saw a man do this.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so
drag it onto Harper.
Okay.
No, like onto the combat panel.
Oh, my bad.
Right above you.
Yeah.
And then it gets rolled over there.
Holy biscuits. Harper's about to die.
You probably should have rolled the attack first because you just rolled damage.
Right, that's how I do it.
But if you roll the attack, it'll tell you
attack
if you hit Harper or not. And basically it'll calculate it all and actually tell you.
Attack Lord, miss. Right. See, isn't that easy?
It's really amazing.
Yeah. Why is Harper's thing not loading up?
Harper might need some work.
Harper might need some.
Are tight. They know their stuff.
How do I delete Harper? I'm sad about Harper right now because it is definitely my harpy. Is it? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, no, that's
it
Harper.
Is. Look, it's. Oh wait, maybe I can drag it from here. Regardless.
You do have spells. Maybe you had
magic
to
missile.
Say which ones are.
I have to start
it. Dagger. What? I don't know what's
this. Oh, I did it. I figured it out. Kind of. Sort of. I don't. Again, this is DM panel, so maybe that's why I'm not able to. But here, that's damage. Wait, magic missile just hits. That's right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, you can drag on 4 damage to Gobby. Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
Now, as a player, am I able to drag this onto the actual goblin? No, I'm not. So I guess as a player, you probably have your own attack thing,
right,
in order to do whatever. But let's say that there's so many different things in Dungeons and Dragons, right?
Right.
Let's say Harper gets knocked prone because he's a dummy. You know what I'm saying?
That happens like every time.
Every time. So yeah, Harper's prone now. So when Harper needs to roll a d20 to hit someone, let's say he wants to attack with, for some reason, does he not have items? Oh, I can just go through. Oh, that's right. I keep doing it. I keep being bad. All right, where did Harper go? There it is. Let's say Harper wants to just, hit a goblin, right?
Like with his dagger.
With his dagger. Here you go. Let's roll that. See, did 2. Deletes the other one. And it goes like that.
It tells you, it gives you a lower roll because you are, what is it called?
I have disadvantage.
You have disadvantage. I was
exactly.
Like, it's not advantage. It's the other thing.
It's the other one. Yeah. So if there was a bad boy that, you're like, okay, so the dragon's dazed, but he's also blinded and he can't hear. I can't keep track.
Bro, can you just like drag that dagger over onto actions from Harper to Harper?
Oh, if this is the case, then let's see. How do I?
Maybe it's the name. Oops.
Is it there? I put it on. No, let me do that. No.
How do you do things?
I don't know how you do things.
I don't know if it's putting it in that window. Put it on where it says actions.
Okay, that's good too.
See the line where it says actions.
Oops.
Nope. The name. That there.
Nope.
Okay, can you just type dagger?
Maybe.
Is this fun? Is it fun when I do this?
I like it.
No, it happens. Can you do that?
I don't have anything because see the text right here. So what I can do is maybe I can drag this. No, can I can copy. Wait. Right. Close window. Minimize. Create.
Are you seeing our dilemma?
I found. Is this good? Ooh, wait. Ooh, can I do that? No. Can I do that? No.
There's so much stuff, and it's amazing when it works, but we just don't. It's
like we're not saying that it's the game's fault by any means.
No, it's so it's a complicated thing, and it has to be complicated.
Yeah.
And, if you're into this sort of stuff, guess what? You don't mind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So I killed Harper just then for you.
Oops.
Oopsies. Are you mad at me?
I don't think you should kill him.
Okay. Well, let me add him back. Did I add him back? I don't know if I did. So yeah, that's a little bit of that, just like here's this thing basically automating the Dungeons and Dragons experience for you. So you don't have to feel like a big old dummy when things aren't going your way, right. Or, you're able to just kind of run it your own way and keep track of things yourself.
Right.
So it's like,
and
here.
This is so nice compared to some of the other tools out there. For people like me and Tim who do not live in the same state, this makes it possible to play some dang D&D together.
Some freaking D&D, you know what I'm saying? Like, Do you see what I just did?
That was so cool. You could tell how far away he was.
I don't know how to do it again.
But it was awesome.
Yeah. I don't know how I did it. I'm glad I did it.
So, we're currently in discussions. We may actually use this tool for our ongoing campaign.
Exactly.
Which I hear is pretty good.
I did it again.
It's fun.
Wait. See, Harper's 10 feet from it. Yeah. So, awesome. Yeah, if we... Because, again, we're dum-dums, but we kind of want to give you an introductory, like, level 1 thing. So you can see kind of just how to wet your whistle. Because, do you want to put in the time, the money, yada, 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 when the first several experiences are going to be like, well, I don't know. If you're the type of person that really enjoys the fact that you know everything about, D&D and everything like that, mm-hmm. Then... I get it. It can be kind of a stressful thing, but yeah, isn't that fun?
I think I want to dig into it more for sure.
Right.
Because
and I think the fact that you're able to kind of have the stories here where,
right.
You can just like, oh, all right, let's do this, or if you want to, instead of saying, well, I don't really want to do the town master's hall. You could go back and kind of do something you skipped. So like for some of these, it's, why did I click that? Stop clicking things that are just like notes, Tim. Jeez. So like, sometimes there's things that you can skip around at and, like right here. No, that's not it. Frick. There's one of those like, hey, if you chose this, then you do that. Whatever, not important.
And like you could build, okay, this is a thing that will never happen.
Yeah.
But let's say I wanted to prepare for our game of Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't think that's possible.
I could make it has all the tools that you can make all these story encounters and everything else. So you could build out this whole fully fleshed out thing.
Exactly.
And then, like, you could run it again for other people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not maybe the sort of D&D we play, but I think it's the sort of D&D a lot of people play. So
right. Or like, you know how we never know where our items are? So like, Tom, you don't know what your gauntlets of ogre power do again. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I just clicked on items. Boom. Bing, bang, whatever. While you wear these gauntlets, your strength becomes 19. If your strength is already 19 or higher, the gauntlets have no effect on you. How about that? You know? Or if you give me the spider staff, you're like, I don't know what the spider staff is. You just go, spider. Boom, spider staff. Look at that. It comes up. All the internet at your fingertips. It can be pretty nice. And there's also like ways to be like, this is a note, so I want to be like, remember, Harper is going to be king. And then, you know, whatever. Oops, I didn't save it. Oh, there it goes. I didn't give it a name. This is King Harper. I don't know if I spelled Harper correctly. Who's to say?
probably not.
Right. So this is like your campaign notes. Like, okay, what was my note about Harper? Oh, that's right. He's gonna be king one day. So that's kind of like your whole thing. And yeah, you know, like here's your images. Let's just, you know, it's like here's one just for you. This is Kragmaw Hideout. That's just for me. You can't see this one because this one gives you all the notes on it and stuff.
So much cool stuff.
Yeah, you can drag it, zoomy, whatever's. So you can have like your own like pane. I don't know if you can make it 2 screens, but oh man, if you could do 2 screens as your DM, because you have all this what have you on one side and all this stuff on the other side, then you can just destroy it. Yeah, but yeah, so that is our introduction, our baby's first day with Fantasy Crowns. Again, so much more you can do. We're looking forward to playing more with it.
Right. Maybe we'll do an expert video.
Once we figure it out. I mean, there's tons of videos out there already. We kind of wanted to give you our own spin of like, here's what we think is cool. And for me, it's mostly like, here's cool pictures.
Oh my god, look at that skull!
Did you like it?
I loved it.
Yeah. So
can't get enough.
It's like what am I fighting against? Like, oh, it's this thing, you dork. There's also like I don't know. Here's a Grick. I'm just gonna look at that hobgoblin. You say this hobgoblin's gonna fight you. It's like what's a bugbear? It's that guy. So yeah, as a DM, you're not gonna say some bug-looking bear walks in. You're like, no man, an 8-foot tall, hairy yeti creature with a metal bracer with a spike snarls at you with his 2 fanged teeth. It's like, rah, do you want to dance? So you can have, and then you have these things saved, so you can import, export. I don't know how exactly the community stuff is, but yeah, you know, there's so much you can do with it that you can just get yourself lost for hours and hours and hours and hours. Do you have any other questions for me right now?
I don't think so. I think it's just, you know, it's for something to give you this much flexibility and power, it has to be complicated. So
yeah, oops.
It's not going to be, you're not going to jump right in and
right. But like one thing I'm curious about, like, so right now, since we're just sharing video, like on this screen here, like, because some of these encounters don't have maps, you know. Right. So
none of mine will.
Yeah. So, but can you do something where like, all right, vaguely in your left, like, because the way that I just deleted him. The way that I like new D&D is not like, all right, Harper, your thing that shoots in this cone, so you have to be in this cone. It's like, no, I like to get basic idea. Here's where the goblin is. You can hit both of them just because whatever, you know. So I'm curious how that works when you don't have a specific map. But yeah, once we get to like expert level, then, you know, I just made it dark. Isn't that sexy?
Oh my gosh. What time is it?
I don't know. Late. Yeah. Oh, I just changed the color of the die? Whatever.
Like, oh, yeah, because you can give each person their own color die.
Yeah.
I think, wasn't there like a campfire mode? There's all sorts of fun stuff.
There's like there's too much. There's too many things, but in a good way. There's a party sheet. I don't know what that does. Oh, drop PCs to add party members. I'll do that. Boom. Oh, there he is.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. Hello, Harper. How you doing? So now this is like a quick cheat sheet for all. Like when we do, oh man, I was gonna add 4 Harpers. The best racing class combo is 4 Harpers. So you can just open it up and be like, all right, what's Harper? Is Harper lying? I don't think he's a Dragonborn. And you're like, no, I'm definitely a Dragonborn.
That tail is fake.
Yeah. So thanks again. Apologies for not being geniuses about it, but you gotta start somewhere. That's what I always say.
Me too. I say that too.
I say that. I say it more, though.
I say it more, though.
I say it more, though. God, there's so much. Because there's so many things you can do in D&D. We both agree on that, right?
We do. It's almost limitless.
Almost. Where did that goblin go? I lost him. See, when I stack them, they disappear. So it's kind of like how you say, wait, did I just click that in the thing?
We've been wrapping up for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just keep trying. I keep accidentally clicking things and then being like, did I do this right? Nope. Whoops. All right. So I love you guys. Thrifty, I love you. Thank you for taking this.
I love you too.
This fantasy ground with me. You can find me on Twitter at Tim Lanning.
You can find me on Twitter at ThriftyNerd.
And I think our review it's cool, but we're afraid of it. And for nerds, you're gonna love it.
Indeed.
Bye.
Bye.